right, hey Taurus. This message is for you. So, first card. Why? Are you asking yourself why is something happening to you currently? I think there's big change happening for you, Taurus, and I think you're having some sort of big realization. That's what I think is happening. I think it's fated. The fates, confirmation with the dog bark. I think that you're feeling a little like an orphan, like sad and lonely. I don't know what has happened for you. There's been some sort of storm, right? You're going through some sort of storm, or many. It says that it's cleansing you. This storm that you're going through is a cleansing storm, right? Storm field. Yeah, you're going through something heavy, Taurus. With this talisman is about you have all the lessons that you have had in the past, all the hardships, all the storms. This talisman is holding all that wisdom, okay? You have the wisdom to get through anything, Taurus. And I see that you are going through something, and you might be feeling very alone with whatever this is. You might be feeling very alone. And I wish I could just give you a big hug. Oh, Taurus. It is a time to ask why, though. Why is this happening to you? When you start asking questions, that is when you find answers, right? If you're wondering why, really dig deep and start doing I don't know, a self-inventory. Write it all down. This is happening to me. Why? Well, be honest with yourself. Why is it happening to you? Why are you going through this shitstorm? You know, it's not everyone else's fault. Take accountability. Be honest with yourself. Whatever you're going through, it is fated. You are fated to go through this at this time, okay? So rest assured, Spirit is guiding this, and you will be okay, okay? I do feel like whatever this is, it's going to be very transformative for you. I think with the Metamorphosis card, and we have Golden Palace, I think you literally, this feels like you. See how there's kind of like a face here? I feel like something inside of you is transforming. And I think that you feel very alone in this right now. I think that might be another question you're asking yourself, like why am, maybe you feel alone and you're asking, why am I alone? Why isn't there someone out there for me? Maybe that's a question that you're asking. Maybe a bunch of crazy shit is just falling all around you. You feel like everything's falling apart, but actually everything is falling into place, Taurus. Okay? Just change your perspective a little bit. I think you are. There's something about your mind, because today this feels like this is you. Like this is your face. This is your brain. Here's your nose. You know, like that's what it feels like. I never get that from this card ever. But there's something, Spirit is transforming the way you see something. Have you been looking at something through a dirty lens? I think Spirit is having you look at the situation through your third eye. You know, you might be actually waking up. You might be having an awakening. You might be your third eye might be opening. And it's a very powerful time for you if that's what's happening. Because you might be having headaches, splitting headaches, and they're like right here in the center of your head, right here. Not here, not back here, just right there. Migraines. People call them migraines. I don't know. I've been to several doctors about migraines, and I don't know. What I was experiencing was audio, and of course headaches, but they called it a migraine phenomenon, which is basically they don't know what is wrong and why it's happening. That's because it was an awakening. I didn't know that at the time. I know it now. Once you know, you can't unknow that. Like, now I know whenever I have a headache, oh, something is expanding, like my third eye might be expanding so that I'm able to see things differently, or I'm having an awakening of some sort. There's some big thing happening to me spiritually. You might be needing to know that, Taurus. There's nothing wrong with you. There's no point in having surgery, probably. I mean, if they say, oh, we don't know what's wrong with you, you can bet your bottom dollar that it is an awakening. Congratulations. You are waking up. You're transforming through whatever storm this is that you're going through. It's helping cleanse your third eye. It's helping cleanse your vision, your spiritual vision. There's a lot of growth happening for you at this time. And here you are. It's like you're just alone in all of this. You feel very alone, don't you? Oh, Taurus. So the next card that flew out was Oceans, Bravery. It is going to, I feel like you're going in a new direction. And it's going to take a lot of courage and bravery to go in this direction, Taurus. You're going to have to stay very grounded, which you're very good at, but I think you're going to have to utilize your third eye. I think that's why it's opening. I think that your intuition and your feelings and your gut instinct, right, quote unquote, those are what are going to, that is what is going to guide you through this storm, or through this tumultuous time. Because you see how she's in water. It's like you're on top of the world, but I don't think you see it like that. I think that you feel quite alone. And then we have Beauty next with Swan. You see how she's blindfolded? It's like you can't see that all of this is being orchestrated. Because it's like Spirit is testing you. You know, when you spar, when you are in karate and you spar, or you like putting blindfolds on and you have to, I don't know, try to find, what is that game where you put the blindfold on and you have to go find the people? Is that Marco Polo, or what is that? Anyway, there's something about that. It's like Spirit is, you know, when I started this read, I got up, I had to wait, there was all this waiting. It's like, why is all this waiting happening? Why are you, it's like you're waiting for something else to fall into place so that you can start this other thing. It's like this storm has to happen in order for you to go in this new direction. And it's like you cannot see it yet. You can't see that that's what's happening. You're just having to trust that that is what's happening. And I feel like this is a test to, like, if you can't see, and you just have to rely on your third eye, your intuition, your higher self guiding you, where's that going to lead you? Does that freak you out a little bit, or does that bring some sort of solace to you? Connection with the tarantula. And today this is I'm really picking up on the connection. It's like your connection with Source is going to help you transform out of this one part of you, like who you've been or who you once were. That part of you is dying. There's a transformation happening. Some sort of storms are cleansing you at this time, Taurus. They are washing away all the old you is being, you're transforming. You're becoming somebody else, somebody new, somebody improved. You're leveling up is what this is, okay? There it is. You are leveling up, Taurus. It's not without pain, okay? A part of you has to die, quite literally. Transformation is not glamorous. It's not easy, okay? But there's something about trusting spirit. And today, looking at it from afar, it really feels like this old part of you needs to die. It's like you are reaching towards spirit and you're like, please save me, save me. Please. You're in a really tough, I don't know what you're going through, Taurus, but maybe you're crying a lot. You feel like it's just stormy, like a rain cloud just follows you. But you know, through all of this rain and this storm comes life, right? There's all this green, lush land and water. I mean, it's thriving, right? There's energy all around. And like I said, growth is not easy. Transformation is not... Transformation hurts. I always talk about the tectonic plates because it reminds me of that. You know, when they're just grinding at each other, one area of land and another tectonic plate come together and they just grind and they're pushing. There's all this pressure, right? This is what it feels like. It's like pressure to transform. All this pressure and this tension and this grit, and all of a sudden there's a mountain or an island. You know, this is what's happening for you. Yes, there's change. I think that maybe you have been going through it and you need to really look at what how can I love myself? That's the question you need to ask yourself. What can I do, and what can I do to love myself? How can I love myself better? What is good for me? Are you eating or drinking things that are not good for you? Maybe you're drinking too much. How can you love yourself more? You don't want to harm your body. You don't want to harm yourself. So maybe there's some things you need to adjust. You need to change, right? There's some things you need to change. Change isn't easy. It's not easy, but there's something that you need to change. Metamorphosis, change, storms. I mean, you're going through a shit storm right now. you're having a realization, some sort of realization. There might be, so education came out. Knowledge is power. Study, teach, training, read, writing, publishing, advance. Spirit, you might be thinking about maybe changing your career, right? Changing you, changing who you are or what you do. And with this book card here, this one is asking why, but I think it is about maybe you are thinking about going back to school or studying something to advance your career. I think it's been a very difficult road for you to get to this point in your life, but through all of this tension and chaos around you, right? With the storm fields, with all of this, I think you are finding out that maybe it's time to go back to school and educate yourself in a different way. Maybe you're changing careers. And if you've been doing something a long time, that can be difficult. There's a lot of fear attached to change, right? But you could think of it as beautiful, right? Because you don't know what you're getting into. Is this am I gonna put in all this time and effort into this this new, am I gonna put all this time and effort into educating myself into this new career path and then find out that I absolutely hate it? I mean, you might, but it's about trying something new, because maybe where you're at is draining you, right? Maybe it's draining you of your life. Maybe you don't like where you're at anymore. And in order to love yourself, you have to change. You have to change some sort of aspect of yourself. And I think it has to do with educating yourself in some way to advance yourself, right? I think you are advancing. I think you are leveling up, Taurus. The next card was quick results. Your investment returns a speedy profit soon. Act now, movement, cash. I think this is about acting now to go in whatever direction this is for you. It's going to be different for all of you. That's why. And then look, in a different deck, at the bottom of the deck was strike now. So act now, strike now. Time-sensitive opportunity, show up, follow up, bold plan, start, expand, reach, cash in. It's time to reach your potential, right? You've been really going through something, transformation, and it's time to level up, Taurus. What can you do today to change how you love yourself? What kind of changes can you make in your life to help facilitate that? Facilitate those changes. Start loving yourself. What do you have for Taurus, Spirit? There is abundance there after this realization. Realization. Okay. Oh, this was at the bottom of self-love and change. Okay, so abundance. And then masculine. And realization. And beginnings, right? New beginnings. So a new moon, new beginnings, realization. I think you're having a realization that it's time to take action and walk through this door. That's where you're going to find your power. Because I feel like you've been operating from a place of from a powerless place, okay? Yeah, you're realizing that I think this is a job, that maybe a job or a career path that you've had is not for you. And I think that, yeah, there's some fear here. There's fear of moving in any direction, so you just stay stuck. Oh, Taurus, you can't do that to yourself. You have to love yourself enough to facilitate change, okay? Yeah, it is with your job. It's with your work. You're doing something that you don't even like doing. So stop it. Just stop. I know you have to, there's 2 8s here. I know you have to pay your bills and all of these things, but this, Spirit is telling you how to get out of this job. It's a dead-end job for you. You're not moving anywhere. You're not going up, you're not going down, you're just staying still. I know that can be very comfortable for you at times, Taurus, because you like to stay still. Spirit is asking you to move in a different direction. Educate yourself somehow. Take on go on a different journey. There's some sort of excitement coming into your existence. I think that maybe you need to do something where you're a little bit more active. Like something that is just a little bit more fun for you for work. Maybe what you've been doing is just boring and you hate it. There's no growth there for you, Taurus. And I think you're realizing this. And once you realize this, if you haven't realized it already, you're about to. That's why all this chaos and storms are happening around you. Is because Spirit is guiding you to a different path, okay? A different journey, a different timeline, because where you're at is draining you. It's draining you, right, of your life. So what came out is a big decision, right? And at the bottom, a big decision. Something you're being called to do, Taurus. You're being called to do something. Is this with a partner, or is this just a big decision, right? What is that for you? Are you deciding to become single quickly and go in a different direction because maybe your partnership is not for you anymore? Maybe it's a very unhealthy, maybe you guys are fighting all the time. I don't know. This looks pretty happy. This looks very happy. Maybe you are deciding to leave your employment and start your own company, because it is about work, right? There's the Tower underneath. Oh, Taurus. And then here is the 8 of Wands. You have 3 8s. You might be seeing 8, 8, 8 a lot. And you have several 8s out here, I'm just noticing. All right. Oh, yeah. There's the Divine Feminine. This is you loving yourself, Taurus. This is your energy. This is Venus. This is ruled by, so it's Venus, so it can be Taurus or Libra. This is about you loving yourself, right? Self-love. And you're putting down some sort of burden. You're committing to something or someone because you have a new perspective. There was a woman holding a heart here at the bottom of the chakra, 6th chakra card. Woman holding a heart. Let's see. What is this, Spirit? Love. Look. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you have a new perspective about some sort of feelings you have for somebody. And now you're being called. You're being called to your calling. So Spirit is calling you. You better pick up the phone. I think it's happening with that Pisces new moon. That is January, February, March. March might be like the 7th or 12th or something in there. I'll have to look at it again. Yeah, I think you're taking a chance. I think you're going to take a chance in this new direction. Oh, this is just so beautiful. Look at this. I think that you have been very fearful of change, very fearful to move in any direction and put effort in moving in any direction because you've been blinded, right? Like you can't see. You can't see. And so it creates a lot of fear for many people when they're going down a path and they're like, I don't know, I've never been down this path before. Some people find that very intimidating, and they're very fearful of going down a path that they don't know anything about, or going in a direction of love by just taking a leap of faith, right? Taking a leap of faith and going in that direction. There's fear. Because what if the other person hurts me? And, well, I've already been hurt so many times. I can't go through that again. This is your divine counterpart. If this is love, look at this. This is your divine counterpart. If it's love. Spirit is telling you it's time to go in this direction. All these fights and storm fields, it's because you've been resisting it, Taurus. That is your energy. Resistance. Once you start doing things, once you start loving yourself, treating your body well and nourishing yourself, love always comes in. But I think that also if this isn't love, because it's not going to be love for everyone, there is a job, a career path that you have been fearful of moving towards, and I think that you have a new perspective. Where did that card go? Oh, I shuffled it already. The Hanging Man. You have a new perspective, and you're starting to get excited about this choice, about making a big choice. There's a celebration that's going to happen quickly because you are loving yourself and going in this new direction, right? Take it how it resonates. It's going to be different for each and every one of you because your charts are all different. This is all very, very, very faded, okay? But you're being guided to use your intuition and go in the direction of love. Love is in the air. Love yourself. Once you start loving yourself, you'll have really quick results, okay? Super lightning fast. You investing in you returns a speedy profit. Movement. Act now. Strike now. Yeah. Go in this new direction. Whatever it is, if it's a career path, go in that direction. Educate yourself. This is your green light, Taurus. If it is love, go in this direction. This is your green light. Take a chance on love. This is your divine counterpart. Okay? All right. I love you guys, and love yourself, okay? And we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.